life gets tough and exhausting. Repetitive days of lethargy, confidence fades away, and I question if this path is truly mine. Everyone around me seems to live without worries. I feel more and more insignificant. I seek the wisdom of Buddha. What should I do? If you feel like you're doing something together, do it with all your heart. No one can save me but myself. I must walk that path alone, without changing direction. I can reach my destination. Only I am majestic, above and below the sky. Lower yourself like grass on a mountain. Miracles happen every day. Never stop believing in hope. Prove yourself to yourself, not to others. People who believe they can do anything, can do anything. Those who fail and can't get up again, it's because their hearts are too proud. Success that can't be maintained, it's also because of pride. The joy of happiness is not eternal, and the pain of suffering will not last forever. Remember that nothing in the world is eternal. If you're tied to the past, it will burden your heart and cause pain. No matter how hard the past was, you can always start again. The past is just the past. Let it be. Everything is based on the mind, led by the mind, and shaped by the mind. If you speak and act with a polluted mind, suffering will follow you as the wheel follows the hoof of the ox. Everything we have is the result of what we have thought. If you know how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think negatively. Today's appearance is rooted in yesterday's thoughts, and our present thoughts build tomorrow's life. Our lives are creations of our minds. If you want to become strong, learn to be alone. Torturing yourself by comparing yourself to others will make you miss the joy of life. Don't compare yourself to others. Like the sun and the moon, everyone has their own light. Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the wind, a wise person does not waver in the face of praise or criticism. There is nothing that can harm you as much as your own thoughts. Find your own salvation, and never rely on others. Holding anger in your heart is like drinking poison and wishing the other person would die. Those who live for the sake of their mind and soul are like people who bring a lamp into a dark house. Even though it may be difficult, if you keep fighting courageously, your spirit will become brighter. Pain does not hold you. You hold the pain. Greed brings countless pains. Pain is a choice. Just as a skilled craftsman makes a bow by carving an arrow straight, a great person adjusts their misguided thoughts to the right ones. Leading someone down a bad path is not an enemy, but their own mind. Be your own light. Be your own refuge. Don't look for anything else. It will pass. Work hard and don't give up. If you can't find someone to support you on the spiritual path, walk alone. The Buddha can only show you the way. You have to make the effort yourself. Walk alone. Struggle alone. And those who suppress themselves with their own strength will find joy in the solitude of the forest. Everything in the world has its own appropriate time. It's not good to rush or be too late. A single moment can change a day can change a life, and a life can change the world. Meditate so you won't regret it later. Don't delay. Do everything as if it were your last action. The distance between dreams and reality is action. Do your best in what you have to do today. Who knows? Tomorrow death may come. Every morning, we are born again. What we do today is the most important thing. For a diligent person, every day is a lucky day. There are many holy words and sayings that you possess, but what use are they if you don't act? Don't dwell on the past or dream about the future. Focus on the present. The one who controls oneself is greater than the one who controls the world. Patience is one of the most difficult training, but ultimate victory belongs to those who persevere. All life involves unavoidable pain. The type of pain we experience is a natural part of our existence. When we start to accept that pain is a natural part of us, we will fall back into happiness. If we cannot control our minds will control us. It's not the shaking, it's your eyes. It's not the arrow, it's your hand. It's not the doubt, it's your mind. The target always remains in its place. Two things obstruct our life. One is never-ending tasks, and the other is never starting anything. The real enemy lives inside us: anger, attachment, greed, and hatred. There are those who win even when they lose, and those who lose even when they win. To think you know is to not know. To know you don't know is to know. Life is like a violin string. To tight, it won't play. To loose, it won't sound beautiful. Praise and criticism, gain and loss, joy and sorrow, they come and go like the wind. To be happy, be like a sturdy tree in the midst of them. There are two extremes that humans should avoid. One is to be obsessed with desire, and the other is to be obsessed with asceticism. Be silent like a mute, but when it is time to speak, Be like a king, endure hardships and be cautious. When things turn around, those who do not know satisfaction are poor even if they are rich, and those who know satisfaction are rich even if they are poor. Everything in this world is meaningless, so don't struggle to possess things, or suffer from their loss. The Buddha said that if we live in the appropriate dwelling, and diligently accumulate merits, while living a moderate and righteous life, we will become the person we aspire to be. We should be content with little things, be humble, and not cling to those close to us. The Buddha said that life is painful, but there is undoubtedly happiness in it, and we can escape it. Furthermore, he said that much of our suffering comes from various forms of attachment. How can we attain inner peace through his teachings? First, everything depends on how we perceive phenomena, and our actions produce results. Joy comes to those without greed and guilt, and it is important not to react with anger to anger. He also said to focus on ourselves, not others, and see ourselves clearly. If I stop seeking validation from others, I will be free from the pain of life, and my thoughts and words will become my reality. Thank you for watching, and I will continue to share the wisdom of life that I have learned through my writing and storytelling.